Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Commerce Tutorial. Today I am going to talk about some important one-liners on banking and financial institutions. I hope it will be helpful for you. So let's start it. First one, in the early state commercial banks were in the early state the commercial banks were in private sector. When commercial banks were started their operation, they were in a private sector. Come to the next one. Banking Regulation Act enacted in 1949. Banking Regulation Act enacted in 1949. See, these years are very important. In my today's video, I have also discussed some another important years on banking and financial institutions which may come or which type of questions are severely asked in your NET JRF examination. So the Banking Regulation Act enacted in 1949. Come to the next one. After independence, the Imperial Bank of India was nationalized and become known as State Bank of India. So after independence, the Imperial Bank of India was nationalized and become known as State Bank of India. This question can also be asked in that way, that what is the previous name of State Bank of India, or what is the previous name of SBI? Then your answer will be Imperial Bank of India. Imperial Bank of India. I hope this is clear to you. Come to the next question. Non-scheduled bank governed by Banking Regulation Act 1949. The only merger between, come to the next question, the very important question, the only merger between nationalized bank and between nationalized bank and between New Bank of India and Punjab National Bank occurred in which year? The only merger between nationalized banks and between New Bank of India and Punjab National Bank occurred in the year of 1993. So from this question, one important information can be discussed, that number of nationalized banks. How many nationalized banks are there? 19. So how many nationalized banks are there? 19 banks are nationalized, or 19 nationalized banks are there. All banking institutions are intermediaries. Because all banking institutions are intermediaries, because they are an intermediary between the customers and the main RBI. Because these commercial banks works as a middleman between RBI and customers like us. So it's an intermediary. Or in another case, it can also be called as intermediary, because on the behalf of the customer they can pay their bills, or they can collect their dividends, any kinds of incomes. Okay, so that's why all banking institutions are intermediary. Okay, next question. Credit creation is a primary function of bank. A bank has two type of function: primary function, secondary function. So credit creation is one of the most important primary function of a bank. Every financial market has the following characteristics. So what is the following characteristics? It determines the level of interest. It determines the level of interest. I just directly told you the actual answer, as it is, as I told you. These are the important one liners. Come to the next one. Which of the following can be described as involving indirect finance? Which of the following can be described as involving indirect finance? So what is your answer? A corporation take out loans from bank. First one. People buy shares in a mutual fund. A corporation buys commercial paper in a secondary market. So these are considered as involving indirect finance. A corporation take out loan from bank. A corporation which is taking out loans from bank. People buy share in a mutual fund. A corporation buys commercial paper in a secondary market. You know what is commercial paper? Commercial paper is a money market instrument, the short term instrument. Okay. Which of the following instrument is not traded in money market? US Treasury bill. Okay, US Treasury bill.